What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV here. Aston Villa 0, Tottenham 2, and Tottenham finally get back to winning ways. That is now 4 Premier League wins in their last 5 games. But look, I think in terms of this game,
like it, does it?
No, it doesn't at all. But in terms of this game, I think it was a good performance. I wouldn't say it's a great performance, but I think job done today. Definitely job done. I thought we were the better side against Aston Villa. I thought when we went 1-0 up, it was against the run of play. Villa were kind of getting it back into the game at that stage. I thought the first opening 10 minutes, I thought we played really well, came out the blocks well, but then kind of Aston Villa did kind of overtake us and stamp their authority in the game without threatening us too much. Without
their one chance with Matt Target, didn't
yeah,
they?
I mean, they were getting in good positions, but they weren't getting their shots off and weren't getting shots on target. And then ultimately we went up the other end and got a really nice goal and took the lead. And then after that, I thought we did kind of stamp our authority in the game. Coming into the second half, we played very well, and I thought we were much better than Villa in that second half. And I thought we were deserved of our win today. Good performances out there from Japhet Tanganga right back. I thought he put in a really, really strong display. Joey Rodon at the back, a really good display for him coming in. First game in a long time. But Lucas Moura, for me, man of the match in a Spurs shirt today. Absolutely brilliant today. Another good performance as well. I felt Tanguy Ndombele. I thought in the first half he was kind of in and out of the game, but I thought as the game went on, he was growing in influence. So look, I think a good performance today, but not an astonishing performance, not a performance to say that, Tottenham are back, Tottenham are go on and finish in the top 4. But I think it was a case of job done today. I'm happy with the performance, definitely a step in the right direction. I felt maybe if Jack Grealish was playing for Villa, they would have posed more of a threat to us, and maybe when they were on top and showing their dominance, they probably would have scored a goal or definitely would have got shots on goal and got more closer than they did. But he wasn't playing and we done our job today. Simple as that.
Yeah, it was job done. I think that's definitely the best way to put it. There was definitely a lot more fight today and a lot more aggression in the team. And you saw at that moment in the first half and the second half how many times Lucas and Vinicius and Kane were all pressing really high up the pitch. And we just haven't seen that in the past 2 games. I think the players have been taking it easy, and I think past 2 games have been a bit of a disgrace, but I think today at least they did the fundamentals, is what Mourinho likes to say. That's like the basics of football, the basics of life, and that's exactly the baseline we had today. And we know that without Jack Grealish, Villa are definitely a bit of a blunt instrument, aren't they? And we saw that today.
They showed that today.
They were definitely lacking in confidence in terms of going forward. They didn't really show any conviction when they were attacking our back line. But it was all about us, about putting in those hard yards and making sure that we're making it difficult for Villa, even though they're going to be blunt. And if you do that, then you're always going to get some joy going forward. And that's what we did. I felt, Lucas nipping in for that first goal, brilliant stuff. And that doesn't happen if he doesn't run that extra bit, get the ball and play it to Kane, who plays it back to Lucas, squares it for Vinicius, and who's their poacher to tap it in. That's what Vinicius is there for, to be that poacher. I thought Lucas Moura was running rings around Matt Cash all day long. He was absolutely fantastic, and I thought he put in an absolute brilliant display. I thought Harry Kane as well put in a really good game. I thought whenever he got on the ball, he was a danger to Villa, and they struggled to deal with him. I thought Ndombele in the first half was a bit in and out of the game, but I think second half, once we went 2-0 up, he really grew into it, and the confidence was flowing through him, and you saw that the way he was just taking it past the Villa central midfielders and playing it into space, and it was really, really good stuff from Ndombele. And as you say, Japhet Tanganga at right back, I thought he was fantastic, really fantastic, especially defensively. Was just not a liability like we've seen with Doherty and sometimes Aure this season as well. I thought,
especially against Zagreb.
Yeah, I thought he really put his body on the line. I thought he was aggressive every time someone took him on. I thought he was really getting pressing behind the Villa wingers. I thought he was a really defensive, really, really strong. And you got to say, Sanchez and Rodon, I thought they had a shaky start, but after they settled down, I thought they really developed quite a good understanding.
Yeah, I thought the shaky one was more Sanchez than Rodon.
But Sanchez really grew into the game.
Yeah,
I thought second half he was phenomenal. He was phenomenal second half. I thought first half he was frustrating me because he was giving away silly free kicks and he was getting pulled out of position. But second half I thought he was fantastic. I must say he was fantastic. And
it's just a breath of fresh air as well to have 2 young centre-backs with energy, with pace, with speed, both with something to prove as well.
Yeah, Watkins barely had a kick second half, and I think that proved it. And but it's important not to go too overboard, because Villa,
course.
without Grealish, they're a different side. We've seen that all season. Without Grealish, they're a different side, and I think it would have been different had Grealish been on this pitch. And I think Villa definitely created some really nice moments where if they had a bit more quality, they could have found the net. But you can only play
especially in that first half.
Yeah, but you can only play what's in front of you, and I thought we dealt with Villa really, really well. I thought we competed really, really well. I think we showed another side to us where we're still fighting for what we need to this season, and we need to make sure that we build on this performance and don't let this season go to waste. Basically,
look, I don't think we need to sugarcoat this at all, because it wasn't the greatest performance of all time. It wasn't the greatest performance of the season. Let's not kid ourselves, but. Like we say, it was a step in the right direction. It was absolutely job done today against a Villa side who've been performing all season. And you got to be happy to take the 3 points away from Villa Park.
And you got to say, Villa, despite them being bad offensively, defensively they're still been strong, and they've been strong all season. And even without Grealish, they don't concede a lot of goals. And we did create quite a lot today, not quite a lot, but a fair amount against a decent defensive side. So you got to give credit to that as well.
And did Harry Kane from a set piece saving another manager's job?
Yeah, not for the first time in Villa Park, is it? But he got that penalty, really good penalty, made no mistake from it. Obviously, he did kind of buy it when the ball was going out of play, and he kind of allowed Cash to dive in, but he didn't even touch the ball. So he was trying to block a cross that never came in, and then that ended up fouling Harry Kane. But I think it is a penalty at the end of the day. And despite what Cash will probably be frustrated, I think he did wrong to dive in there, and I think it was a penalty, and he did well to buy it, Kane, and it's 2-0.
The blot on the performance today was Reguilon going off injured. We don't know how long for, obviously, but I felt that he was actually quite weak defensively today, and I felt that when he was on the pitch, especially in the first half, Villa were getting in time and time again behind his side. Not much was going down our right-hand side, but our left-hand side was getting exploited quite a bit.
When Davis came on, it changed.
That's what I'm saying. When Davis came on, we were much stronger on that left-hand side, which was very strange.
Yeah, I agree with that. Davis actually was really impressive when he came on, which is a good thing. And hopefully Reguilon's injuries isn't too bad, though. And also Lo Celso with his first start since January was not that great. I thought in the first half, actually, he was better than he was in the second half. I thought he tired a lot in the second half.
Tired quite quickly, didn't he?
Yeah. But I thought in the first half, when he was cutting inside and getting on the ball and looking to thread passes in through the centre, that's when he came alive. But when he stuck out wide, he was kind of anonymous, and the game kind of passed him by. And in terms of Carlos Vinicius, he got his goal, his poacher's goal, which he does. He's done that in the Europa League time and time again, and he did that again in the Premier League. So he showed he can kind of be that player. But in terms of all-round gameplay, still not that great.
For such a big lad, you expect more from like a target man role from him and making the ball stick, and it kind of just bounces off him way too much for the kind of player that he should be. Yeah,
but he provides a different kind of threat to anything we have. So I think I do want to see him a bit more. I don't think this was a performance that kind of said, yeah, he definitely is good enough to be starting week in, week out, but it definitely was a good enough performance to tell me that he should be involved more, and he got his goal, which is fair enough, although it was an easy tap-in. He had to be there, and he kind of offers that threat running in behind and that physical threat, which we don't really have when he's not on the pitch. So that was a good thing. But it's important to build on this, because after those two performances we gave him midweek, it's hard to. They have to earn our trust back, these set of players.
Of course,
and that's they're on their way to doing that, but it's not there yet.
And I think Pierre-Emile Højbjerg embodied everything that we were trying to do today in that middle of the park, non-stop running, non-stop challenges, pure midfield general's performance today. So look, all in all, you got to be happy with the way we applied ourselves today. You got to be happy with the result today. You got to be happy with the clean sheet as well.
Yeah,
I think there are definitely a lot of levels that we can go up in terms of performance, but it was job done today. Great to get back to winning ways, especially just before the international break, because if we would have lost today and that letting that loss fester around that international break would not have been good news for us. So it's great to get back to winning ways. We move on to the post-match fan show now. Our next game after the international break is Newcastle, so hopefully we can get some back-to-back wins going there. But that is us over and out. Like, subscribe and comment, and as always, come on you Spurs.